City, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense. First crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Throws to the wideout. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him,
turning it on! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Back to pass, it's Phelps.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UNLV. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They want to run it left here. and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Phelps. Uncorks it. All by himself. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Vegas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Pocket breaking down, running into the open space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Let's go! Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Phelps. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a third down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the first down.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels are marching down the field. The give from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Phelps. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after. A good gain on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Works the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Might be calling a hot route. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. It's a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0. But David, now the chance to answer.
Man, this defense has been suffocating, and this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth.
Oh, he's got some space, and he's still running after the move. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Phelps. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To throw, it's Phelps. Finds his big tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Give to the running back. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1. I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Phelps. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll immediately call timeout. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right.
Breaks into the open. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw for it. Going for it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first